Hi, I'm Misso.
Hi, I'm G.
And we're the Watching Dead.
So we're coming up on the end of season 1, the final episode.
It was a tiny season.
Yeah, it was a very short season. That's not uncommon with brand new TV series for the first season to be short and to air through the spring. But in this episode, I think we're going to learn a lot more about what's going down with the CDC.
Hope so.
Oh, yeah.
They were aliens.
Oh, yeah. It looked like aliens. It was total spaceship, guys. I would not be surprised to see Spock walk out and go, live long and prosper.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
It's the doink doink.
So this is obviously at the start of the zombie apocalypse because we're having a flashback here.
See Shane run.
Oh, see army shoot people.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, that's unconstitutional as fuck, too. Haven't you guys heard of the Posse Comitas Act?
What she said.
Telling you. Posse Comitas. I know what that means in Latin.
Oh, snap.
You're gonna have to unhook some stuff, son. And you're gonna have to be careful about it too, because there are IVs in there.
Mm-hmm.
You do not want to rupture a vein. It's not pretty. Leaves a nasty bruise.
See Shane hide.
Shane's good at hiding.
He is that.
He was like probably the hide and seek master.
His hair is very shiny.
I think he uses a lot of product on it.
I need you to do it now. Okay, now. Please, man, you just show me a sign, anything. Please, Rick.
Oh,
Don't
my.
ask for signs from comatose patients. Bad idea. Because they can always die.
Here's your sign, they say.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna die now.
I need to go back and look at the vital screen on that to see what his heart rate was. Because,
I think it was 80. Oh no, something was 80.
well, that could have been his systolic or
Yeah.
diastolic pressure, right? Or whatever it is. I'm not a doctor.
Welcome. Except not really. Oh my.
Oh man, they must have released some tear gas or something.
Ooh. Got a nose itch.
So if they released tear gas and then they were fired.
That's asking an awful lot these days.
He's gonna shoot from the hip.
No.
Well, with a machine gun like that, you can't.
No, I know.
It's kind of just like using a garden hose.
It was the scope that,
Yeah.
Vi, bring up the lights in the big room.
One of these days, I'm going to reprogram my house with something like that. So I
Welcome
can
to
just
Zone
walk
5.
in and be like, hey, house.
Where is everybody?
Bring
The
them to life.
doctors, the staff.
is that its name gonna be House?
I don't know. Maybe.
Should name it Charlie.
I'm going to
It's
name
just
it
me.
Greg after my hero,
What about the
Gregory
person you were
House.
speaking with? Vi?
Well, I got your stuff right here.
Oh, yeah.
Children have a little bit of wine.
Excuse me.
And in France.
Well, and when Carl is in Italy or France, he can have some then.
What's gonna hurt? Come on. Come on.
To be fair, in France, they water the wine down for kids. Yeah,
There you go.
because it is something of an acquired taste. it doesn't taste nasty, kid. It's bitter.
Yeah.
It's sour.
What? Keep drinking, little man. I want to see how red your face can get.
Oh, I hated it when we had to play that at the pep rallies in high school.
Ah, it was awesome.
Yeah, but it was every week.
Man.
We knew more drum ditties than Booyah.
Dude, you are such a buzzkill, man.
He is.
Thank you.
If you shower, go easy on the hot water.
Hot water? That's what the man said.
We all enjoy our creature comforts.
Mm-hmm.
Once they have a secure location, they could build a Roman-style bathhouse with a hypocaust. It's not that difficult. Yes, because what zombie apocalypse would be complete without a shower scene?
Let's get shit-faced. Smell-o-vision would be okay for this episode, maybe.
Yeah. Especially after they showered.
Andrea?
You know who we didn't see in the shower?
Let's just ignore that
Yeah.
altogether because that's sad.
Yeah.
I told you I wanted to see more of them.
You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like out there. You may think you do, but you don't.
You still don't know what it's like out there.
We'd have died out there.
Trivia challenge. I have that game.
Wow. We should get that game.
I have that.
Bring it next time.
I will. That's some old school shit right there.
Yeah.
You're scaring me. I'm gonna tell you.
We should
a few
get
things, and
Risk.
You're gonna listen to me.
And
Ooh.
Axis and Allies.
Now is not the time.
Nice.
Come on, when is it ever the time?
But I still have my
How can you
polyhedral
forget
dice. We
that?
could always play
You're
Dungeons
kidding,
and
right?
Dragons.
Because you told me my husband is no.
Uh-oh.
Things were falling apart. They were slaughtering people in the hallways. It was a massacre. There were walkers everywhere.
And so you left him.
Everybody else ran. There were no doctors there. It was just me. He was hooked up to machines, and I did not know what to do. I then took my ear and I put it on his chest, and I listened to a heartbeat, and I did not hear one. And I don't know why. Maybe it was gunfire. I don't know what it was, but there's no way he could have survived that. No way.
He did.
Yeah, but then I had y'all to think about, didn't I? I had you and Carl, and I needed to think about. I had to
That's not
stick
fair.
to Lynn. That's what I had to do. Just stop. If you thought for 1 second that he was still alive, would you have come? That's why I saved your life. You and your little boys. That's what I did.
Now, is he trying to explain or
If I could trade
rationalize?
places with him, I would have.
It sounds like
I would
B.
trade places with him right now.
Ow.
See, ladies, this is what happens when you get involved with a man who is an emotional wreck. Shane has never really been that emotionally stable. That's why he's a serial bachelor. There's nothing wrong with it. Some guys choose that, but if you drink water, you wouldn't be hungover.
but
Nope.
I do
Or
it
if you were
good.
me.
Bet you can't tell.
I have
Protein helps.
drunk until I blacked out, and I did not have a hangover the next morning.
Oh.
I've only had a hangover twice in my life.
Don't ever let me drink again. Hey.
So now we're going to learn more about the zombie
Any
plague.
playback of TS-19?
Playback of TS-19.
Test subject 19.
Few people ever got a chance to see this.
Also the
Very
name of
few.
the episode.
Is that a brain?
An extraordinary one. Not that it matters in the end. Take us in for EID.
Enhanced internal view.
Excuse me.
Would an fMRI do that? Or is this all computer graphics?
I mean,
Well, here's
yeah.
less.
That part's computer graphics,
It's
definitely.
a person's life. experiences, memories. It's everything. Somewhere in all that organic wiring, all those ripples of light, is you. The thing that makes you unique and human.
You don't make sense, ever?
Those are synapses, electric impulses in the brain that carry all the messages. They determine everything a person says, does, or thinks from the moment of birth to the moment of death.
Death? That's what this is? A vigil?
Yes. Or rather, the playback of the vigil.
It'd make a great special to do. What we know about human brain functions.
Test subject 19. Someone who was bitten and infected and volunteered to have us record the process. Vi, scan forward to the first event.
Scanning to first event.
What is that?
It invades the brain like meningitis. The adrenal glands hemorrhage, the brain goes into shutdown, then the major organs. Then death. Everything you ever were or ever will be. Gone.
Is that what happened to Jen?
Yes.
She lost somebody 2 days ago. Her sister.
I lost somebody too. I know how devastating it is. Scan to the second event.
Scanning to second event.
The resurrection times vary wildly. We have reports of it happening in as little as 3 minutes. The longest we heard of was 8 hours. In the case of this patient, it was 2 hours, 1 minute, 7 seconds.
I wonder why there's the variance.
I don't know. Once they're
It restarts the brain?
No, just the brain
Dead.
stem. Basically, it gets them up.
I mean,
and
I don't think
moving.
any of the
but they're
variables
not
from
alive.
before would figure into that.
You tell me.
I don't know.
We'll have to
Nothing like
research that.
before. Most of that brain is dark.
Dark, lifeless, dead. The frontal lobes, the neocortex, the human part, that doesn't come back. The you part. Just a shell driven by mindless instinct.
God, what was that? He shot his patient in the head. Didn't you?
Vi, power down the main screen and the workstations.
Powering down main screen and workstations.
You have no idea what it is, do you?
It could be microbial, viral, parasitic, fungal.
Or the wrath of God?
There's that.
Somebody must know something.
Wrath of God's not testable
Somebody
in a laboratory.
somewhere.
That.
There are others, right? Other facilities?
There may be some people like me.
You don't know? How can you not know?
Everything went down.
Let's all yell at the
Communications
guy.
directives, all of it. I've been in the dark for almost a month.
So it's not just here. There's nothing left anywhere. Nothing. That's what you're really saying, right?
Man, I'm gonna get shit-faced drunk again.
Dr. Jenner, I know this has been taxing for you, and I hate to ask one more question,
No, you don't.
but
Observe
that
it.
clock, it's counting down. What happens at 0?
Vi, what happens when the power runs out?
When the power runs out, facility-wide decontamination will occur.
That's probably what would drive me during the whole apocalypse, is trying to figure out what caused it. Could it be treated? Could it be vaccinated against, for lack of a better word?
Mm-hmm.
Just pure curiosity.
Mom?
That's been like the driving and defining force of my life.
Nothing.
Man, I'm talking to you. What do you mean it's shutting itself down? How could a building do anything?
You'd be surprised.
It's programmed to, Daryl. It's a secure facility. It has
The system
priorities.
is dropping all the non-essential uses of power. It's designed to keep the computers running until the last possible second. That starts as we approach the half-hour mark. Right on schedule. It was the French.
What?
They were the last ones to hold out, as far as I know. While our people were bolting out the doors and committing suicide in the hallways, they stayed in the labs till the end.
This. What happens in 28 minutes?
What happens in 28 minutes?
You know what this place is? We protected the public from very nasty stuff.
Use your words.
Weaponized smallpox. Ebola strains that can wipe out half the country. Stuff you don't want getting out, ever. In the event of a catastrophic power failure and a terrorist attack, for example, HITs are deployed to prevent any organisms from getting out.
HITs?
Fine.
HITs, high-impulse thermobaric fuel air explosives, consist of a two-stage aerosol ignition that produces a blast wave of significantly greater power and duration than any other known explosive except nuclear. The vacuum pressure effect ignites the oxygen between 5,000 and 6,000 degrees and is useful where the greatest loss of life and damage to structures is desired.
That's
Set the
epic.
air on fire.
Yep.
Can't make it in. Those doors are designed to withstand a rocket launcher. This is what takes us down. This is our extinction event.
I don't know. We're pretty crafty as a species.
This isn't right.
There's your chance. Take it.
Grateful.
The day will come when you won't be.
Rick, I have something that might help.
Kara, I don't think a nail file's gonna do it.
Oh.
When I wash your uniform, I'll throw this in your pocket.
Look out!
Now I'm just pissed. Shane is a jackass.
Yeah. Yeah, a grenade would do it.
Jesus. A little faster.
Yeah.
They got out.
bad if that would actually work that way.
And now we go.
In my bed
That's crazy.
once again. I can't see my reflection in the water.
Really, they have to go the right way.
I can't speak sounds to show no pain. I can't hear.
This is a zombie apocalypse
the
and
echo
traffic
of
laws
my
still apply.
I'll remember
Apparently,
the
like
sounds
drama,
of my own name.
physics. Yes.
Yeah, we said physics still
The
applies.
laws of physics.
If my own true love was away.
Apparently, traffic.
And if I could only heart.
Hi. Okay, so here's the deal. We did commentary on the first 6 episodes previously, but they kind of sucked because we didn't know what we were doing. But now we have bullet points, so we're going to tighten it up a little bit, and here we go.
Okay, so this is the commentary on the last episode of the first season, episode 6, TS-19.
Indeed.
And this was a very, very cool episode.
It was. We get to go into the CDC.
Yeah, into the CDC.
Yeah.
Which was not the CDC. But let's see. Yeah, we see Jenner.
Mm-hmm.
We see that he's the only one there.
Mm-hmm.
We find out. Oh
Yeah.
Lord, excuse me. We find out that a lot of people have opted out.
Yes.
By which that's a euphemism for committing suicide. Jenner seems kind of almost eerily calm to borderline apathetic. He does not seem to have very much in the way of emotions.
Right.
Throughout this entire episode.
I wonder if that's because maybe he's been alone for so long, or that's his personality.
It could be. It also could be the fact that he knows what the clock's counting down to.
The clock.
Oh yeah, the clock.
Man.
There's a countdown clock that says basically how much longer until the facility goes kablooey. And Jenner knows that it's about to happen, and he seems to have kind of mentally prepared himself for it.
Right.
He's made the decision to go with the facility, which in his case, does strike me as a somewhat rational choice because his wife, who was test subject 19, is gone. He has had absolutely no one to help him with furthering her research. He considers himself to be a less brilliant scientist than she was. And he's just reached the end of his rope. At this point, I think it's a mixture of he's come to resolution about what he's about to do, about to let happen, but also just fatigue. He's tired.
Yeah.
I know that, even now, but most especially when I was younger and I was in college, and I would stay up for a week and a half with little to no sleep, working on something like a recompile of glibc or recompiling a Linux kernel for a web server. I would be so focused on that I would go without sleep, and then I would finally get to the end and I would just be so exhausted that I almost couldn't sleep. All I could do was just kind of sit there and just be a vegetable.
Yeah.
So I can get that level of exhaustion when you've been putting that much mental and emotional energy into something.
He had prepared himself.
Yeah.
The preparation that he gave to the group was when that door closes, it's not going to open, or it can't. That's the last time.
Yeah.
It's not going to open again.
Yeah, he was...
Just in passing.
Yeah, he was nowhere near honest with them about what they were about to face.
Yeah.
And he kind of deluded himself into thinking, oh, well, I gave them the choice because I did tell them in kind of a backhanded manner.
Mm-hmm.
This was, there was one thing that we both loved about this episode and we both hated about this episode, and that was the showers. We got to see people in the shower. No nudity.
No.
No. But there was one person we didn't get to see that we both wouldn't have minded.
And, I told you, you asked me, what did I think of Daryl the first time I saw him? And I said I wanted to see more of him.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
no Daryl in the showers.
Yep.
My goodness.
Maybe there will be another time. Kind of doubtful, but yeah.
Just as a piece of trivia, there was in the rec room in episode 6. There's a game on the shelf called Trivia Challenge. I have that.
Yeah.
So I might have to bring it out later.
Yeah.
Just for a set prop or something like that.
Yeah, we could have some fun with that.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
So, the end of this episode, the big mystery was, what did Jenner tell Rick? And we know part of it.
Mm-hmm. He talked a long time, though.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a long, long time.
Well,
but
I mean,
it
more
was
than
definitely,
to say everyone's infected
yeah,
takes 1.5 seconds.
Yeah. Saying you're all infected, when you die, you'll turn does not take very long.
No.
And Jenner seemed to have a lot more to communicate. And there are various theories about that, which we'll have to do a special on.
I'm down with that.
So if any of you have any ideas what else Jenner might have told Rick beyond just the everybody's gotta be zombies, we'd love to hear your theories and see if they agree with some of ours or disagree with the special on it.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was the CDC blowing up.
Is that gonna happen?
Hell no. Actually, it's a point of fact that after this episode aired, so many people contacted the CDC curious as to what would happen or would it really blow up.
What?
You know, the CDC actually had to write an article saying, no, we're not going to blow up our building.
Are you serious?
I'm for real.
That's an FAQ.
Yeah, it's an FAQ. They wouldn't blow up their building because, one, the neighbors would not really be happy with them.
Yeah.
And two, they actually have better and safer ways of destroying the deadly samples they have there.
Truth. But I bet that wouldn't make for good, exciting television.
No. And it definitely wouldn't make for that impossible explosion that really should have sent parts of the characters and their vehicles scattered over a 5-mile radius with the blast wave.
It's cool, though, because,
Yeah.
you know.
We like that they're not dead.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well,
an explosion that
some of them.
massive, seriously, the shockwave would have killed them. They were way too close to it. They should have been about a half-mile away.
Regardless of, like, Dale and Andrea, they were outside a vehicle, inside a vehicle, splattered everywhere.
Yeah. It's the shockwave that gets you.
Yeah.
It's not the blast wave, it's that shockwave.
Right.
I know this. My dad teaches me stuff.
Awesome.
But, so that's it for episode 6, TS-19.
Yeah.
And we will be back with the full season 1 recap in just a little bit. So for now, I'm G.
I'm Misso.
And we're the Watching Dead.